Okay, so we have this new EZA S tier Super Saiyan Goku. He is another World Tournament EZA, and he actually seems like he could be a decent character. Now, honestly, compared to the other two, I'm not sure how good he'll be, but I think he has some potential to what this guy's doing. So we'll see what he's doing. Again, firstly, his stats 15k HP, 13, well, basically 14k attack, and then 9k defense. Just kind of average free to play stats here. I did give him 6 additional, 6 crits, and then 24 dodge. He's not really, like, he has bow and crit and additional anyway, so I just rounded him out as a free-to-play character. Because I'm not really sure about his defenses here. In terms of what he's doing here, again, he's starting off at 141k defense. So he gets 3 key and then 150% attack and defense. Then on super attack, he gets another 150% attack and defense, which, you know, if we take a look here, again, he's at a 141k defensive stat. That basically would double and add an extra half of that 140k. So what is that? That'd get to 280k plus another 70k on top of that. So that's about what, 350k. On his super attack effect, he does have a 30% attack and defense raise for the turn. So if we also include that, he is shooting himself up to around 500k range of defense, right? This is just like, generally speaking, this guy without any support on rotation. You could actually potentially get higher than that. So if you have 2 or other Super Saiyan or superheroes category allies on the team, he guaranteed changes ADL key spheres to STR key spheres. If you do grab 3 or more STR key spheres, he gets a high chance to crits and then a high chance to stun the enemy for 2 turns. But if you grab 4 or more STR key spheres, he also gets an additional attack that has a 70% chance to become a super. So, I mean, if he triple supers, his defense could actually get to a very reasonable amount here, right? Which is, you know, you're looking at this 141k defensive stat, and you're like, oh, you know, obviously that's not really a good number at all. But let's take a look here. Let's see how many super attacks this guy gets just without support here. And then let's figure out what his defense stat is actually going to be. So there's a 5 mil attack stat. Okay. Well, I mean, Regular's already put it in the chat right there. So, well, there you go. Expert math. So, okay, that's 459k defense. A little lower than I thought it was actually going to be. But then 2 supers is 565k. And then 3 is 670k. So, if he's able to get 2 super attacks, which might not be uncommon with getting, like, you know, let's say all these STR key spheres, especially if you set up the orbs correctly, you could get this guy to potentially almost 700k defense. And again, that's a rotation without any support, right? Do I push this guy off and get like the floating support? I might actually just push them off and get the floating support here. That probably will be a smart move, right? We can get the multi-turn support, have this guy cook a little. But yeah, again, I could just keep that AGO orb up there, then bam, we get 4 STR key spheres. Something like that. I didn't really look at the orbs I was grabbing, to be honest, this turn, which is really funny. I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta make sure you watch the orbs you grab, and I did not do that. But that's fine. It's not like I'm really too worried about getting the additional, but it would be nice to get the additional as much as possible. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, obviously Future Gohan should be fine himself. And then now Gohan and Piccolo again, as a floating character, they do give superclass allies, I believe it's 1 key and 30% attack and defense for 3 turns, which is pretty good. Alright, so now we have the Super Saiyan Gohan unit. Super Saiyan Gohan does share 6 links with him. Everything but this link right here, which is First Awakened, which we're not really going to get here on this team. I mean, what character are you going to use on this team, really? Maybe STR God Goku, but like none of these characters are really good here. So here we are. We can get the 4 STR key spheres. This guy is starting off here at 188k defense. That is because obviously it's higher since we have the 40% support from this kid Gohan. And let's see what he's looking like here. Also, hi Nalu. By the way, I'm live on YouTube. Usually live like a little later in the night. 6.6 mil. Let's see, double super here. What about that? There we go. So a 7 mil attack stat. Again, he has high chance to crit here. So, I mean, Rocket Lizard Luke, if you wanna give the calculations for me while I'm just like talking about this character, that'd be great. I mean, he looked pretty good right there actually for free to play. So yeah, 752k defense on that turn. I mean, that's like good actually. Okay, we'll grab this here. Then again, like we could build these STR orbs and Angel orbs together, and we're able to get 4 as well next turn, right, with all the STR orbs spell. So there we go. I mean, you're able to set up the orbs. You're not always going to get lucky every time, obviously, but you know, a lot of the times you could have things go your way. A triple super would have been 893k. For a free-to-play unit, that's good. I mean, just straight up, he's cooking really, really well. Next turn, he is going to actually get even more support, right? He'll get 60% support from the Gohan and Piccolo floating around, right? Which is just going to look just a lot better for him as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, each turn he's just looking better and better, right? Because we're getting more and more support on the rotation, which this team, Bottom Master and Disciple, has tons of support options for you to really thrive. I mean, this guy definitely works in, like, harder red zone content. You could definitely use him as, like, a floater character on your teams. Like, if you need just an extra option on the Super Saiyan's team, you could probably get away with this guy. Well, I mean, maybe not necessarily because, okay, the orbs didn't really drop the best, but I could just do this, right? Actually, this doesn't, actually, that should still drop them, right? Yeah, perfect, okay. So here we are, the 4 SDR key spheres. I was saying you could use them in the Super Saiyan's team, but the issue is that this guy does have All in the Family active here, which you might not really be able to get that often on the Super Saiyan's team, but like, imagine, just think about this as a free-to-play rotation you use, like for a free-to-play player. This is actually like a viable rotation in some difficult content for sure. So here he is. I think this is the highest attacks that we've seen at 7.3 mil. And then we got the other super, 7.6. Let me see one more maybe. He might not get the third. Yeah, okay. He didn't get the third here, which I only do have 6 additional on him. But it is fair, right? So that's why he didn't get the third there. Okay. Hopefully these guys don't actually revive. Because if they do revive... Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Next turn, actually, I still think is going to be an even better turn. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen this active skill in so long. I kind of want to play these. I'm sorry. I want to play these. It's been so long since I've seen this one. I would play the other one's active skill, but I'll probably just save it as much as I kind of want to. Screw it. I mean, I have to get that screen right there. That looks so good. It's been a while since I've seen that, so I'm really happy to see that right there. Okay, so, I mean, here we are. This is probably the last rotation I'll see here, at least in this specific event. So, okay, this is definitely the highest defense that we've seen. 217k defense sort of turn. And again, with how these multiplicative buffs are going to work, that's just going to get really, really, really high once he's like super attack and everything like that. Especially if he gets multiple supers. So here's 7.7 mil, 50% chance to crit. Then here's the great chance, 8 mil. I mean, he's good. He's actually like a good free-to-play character. He cooked, actually. Okay. The snapping blue is also a nice touch. Yeah. Gohan's not even dodging, by the way. Oh, there he is. There's the dodge. So, what do we have here? We had tons of support here, though. Because we have the 30% from the floating Gohan and Piccolo, 50% from future Gohan here, and then another 40%. So, okay, 707k, 870k, then 1 mil right there. That's really, really good. Also, Natalie, thank you very much for the donation here. It's apparently your first super in a live stream. Thank you very much. I'm very much appreciative of that. Just, I guess, right at the end of the video here. So, we'll probably end things for this video specifically. We saw Goku like without support, with support in a ton of different situations. I wonder how his sticker looks like, actually. We're gonna give him his sticker here. He deserves a sticker. This guy is definitely deserving of a sticker. And I actually kind of just want to show it here in the video, right? Might as well. He looked good. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, whether the Super Saiyan Goku is good. Could he have used a little more? I think he could have probably still, which is kind of crazy. I think he's good still. But it's like, we're looking at the other World Tournament characters, and I think they're still just better, right? Maybe if this guy, I don't know what I would give him. Okay, stickers kind of sucks, to be honest, but whatever. I don't know what they could have given him extra, but just a little bit more maybe would have been interesting. But I still think he's fine, so regardless, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and of course, I'll catch you next time.